Have you ever wondered why the world's biggest brands spend billions just to place their logo beside a football pitch? Because the FIFA World Cup is not just a tournament. It is the biggest attention market on Earth. For 1 month, billions of eyes are locked on the same stadiums, the same players, and the same screens. Behind every jersey sponsor, LED board, official partner, and branded replay, a massive money game is happening quietly in the background. Some World Cup sponsorship deals are so huge, they can rival entire national economies. In this video, we reveal the biggest sponsorship deals in World Cup history and how football became a global advertising empire. Let's get started. 1. World Cup, the global attention machine. The FIFA World Cup is the most powerful attention platform in modern sports. No other event on Earth brings together billions of viewers at the same time, watching the same moments across every continent. This massive global reach is the main reason companies are willing to invest billions into sponsorship deals. FIFA organizes this commercial system into structured tiers. At the top are global partners who receive long-term rights across multiple tournaments, giving them continuous exposure instead of one-time visibility. These deals are designed for scale, not short-term promotion. Modern sponsorship is no longer just about logos on stadium boards. It includes digital campaigns, broadcast integration, fan engagement programs, and global marketing activities that run before, during, and after the tournament. For the current cycle, sponsorship revenue is expected to reach around $2.8 billion. This shows how fast the business side of football is growing. The World Cup is now a global advertising ecosystem where attention is the most valuable currency, and brands compete for every second of it. This system continues to grow because global audiences are increasing across digital platforms. Every new cycle brings higher competition between brands for visibility. That is why sponsorship value keeps rising year after year. 2. Wanda Group, the biggest single deal in FIFA history. One of the largest sponsorship commitments in World Cup history belongs to Wanda Group, a global corporation that made a massive long-term investment in football's commercial future. This deal is valued at around $850 million and spans more than a decade, making it one of the longest and most expensive partnerships ever signed in FIFA history. What makes this deal important is not only its size, but its strategic impact on global football expansion. It marked a major rise in corporate involvement from Asia and helped increase international competition for FIFA sponsorship rights. This partnership shows how modern sponsorship works at the highest level. It is not just about visibility during matches. It is about long-term influence, global positioning, and brand power across multiple markets. Wanda Group's deal also triggered a wave of large-scale corporate investments in football, proving that the World Cup is not just a sporting event, but a global business platform where companies secure decades of international exposure through a single agreement. It also changed how future deals are structured, pushing other corporations to think in long-term global strategies instead of short-term campaigns. This created a new benchmark for sponsorship value inside FIFA tournaments. 3. Adidas, the brand built inside the game itself. Adidas holds one of the most iconic and structurally important sponsorship roles in World Cup history, with a deal valued at around $800 million. Unlike traditional sponsors, Adidas is not just present around the tournament. It is built directly into the game itself. The company supplies official match balls, referee kits, and volunteer uniforms, meaning its brand appears in almost every key moment of the tournament experience. This creates unmatched visibility that goes far beyond standard advertising. Adidas also sponsors multiple national teams, which increases its global reach during matches across different countries and fan bases. This makes its presence almost unavoidable during the tournament. What makes this strategy powerful is integration. Instead of simply promoting a product, Adidas becomes part of the product itself. This level of involvement turns sponsorship into identity. Every pass, every goal, and every highlight indirectly carries the Adidas brand. It is one of the clearest examples of how football sponsorship has evolved into deep structural branding rather than simple advertising space. This constant visibility across every match creates a powerful psychological association between football and the Adidas identity. It ensures the brand remains present in both emotional and competitive moments of the game. This long-term presence also strengthens Adidas' dominance in global sports marketing making a default choice in football-related culture and merchandise. Over time, this continuous exposure builds trust and recognition that few brands in sports can match. For Coca-Cola, the longest emotional partnership. Coca-Cola represents one of the longest and most emotionally powerful sponsorships in World Cup history. With decades of involvement and a recent valuation around $400 million, its presence goes far beyond traditional advertising strategies. Instead of focusing only on stadium visibility, Coca-Cola builds emotional connection with global fans. One of its most famous activities is the World Cup Trophy Tour, where the official trophy travels across multiple countries before the tournament begins, creating worldwide excitement. This approach allows the brand to connect with fans at a personal level long before the first match is played. It turns anticipation into marketing power. Coca-Cola also integrates itself into celebrations, fan culture, and global football moments, making it part of emotional memory rather than just commercial exposure. This long-term consistency has made Coca-Cola one of the most recognizable names in World Cup history. It proves that in global sponsorship, emotional storytelling can sometimes be more powerful than direct advertising placement. This emotional strategy also helps Coca-Cola stay relevant across generations of football fans worldwide. It turns a brand into a part of the World Cup experience itself, not just an external sponsor. 5. Hyundai, Kia, global mobility and event infrastructure. Hyundai and Kia play a unique role in World Cup sponsorship as official mobility partners. Their combined deals are worth hundreds of millions of dollars and focus on transportation infrastructure during the tournament. Unlike traditional sponsors, their visibility comes from real operational use. They provide vehicle fleets for teams, officials, and VIP movements across host cities. This makes their presence highly practical and constantly visible throughout the event. Their branding appears in real-world situations rather than only advertisements, which strengthens public recognition and trust. This type of sponsorship shows how modern football partnerships go beyond marketing. They integrate directly into the functioning system of the tournament itself. Hyundai and Kia benefit from global exposure, while also supporting the logistical scale of the World Cup. It is a combination of service and branding. This strategy reflects a growing trend where companies use football not only for visibility, but also to become part of the infrastructure that makes the event possible in the first place. This operational presence also builds long-term trust with international audiences, as the brands are seen actively supporting the smooth running of one of the world's biggest events. 6. Qatar Airways Global Travel. Connecting football. Qatar Airways is one of the most strategic aviation sponsors in World Cup history, with investments exceeding $250 million. Its partnership highlights the strong connection between global travel and international football events. During the World Cup, millions of fans travel across countries, creating massive demand for airlines. This makes aviation brands highly visible in both direct advertising and real-world usage. Qatar Airways uses this opportunity to position itself as a global connector between nations, cultures, and football audiences. Its branding appears across stadiums, media coverage, and travel routes used by teams and supporters. This creates a continuous presence throughout the tournament experience. Unlike traditional advertising, the sponsorship connects directly with global movement and tourism behavior. It shows how modern sponsorship deals are not limited to screens or stadiums. They extend into real-world travel patterns and global mobility systems. This makes Qatar Airways a strong example of how football sponsorship now operates at both emotional and logistical levels of international engagement. This constant visibility during peak travel periods significantly strengthens brand recall among international audiences. It also positions the airline as part of the overall World Cup journey, not just a supporter of the event. And there you have it, the biggest sponsorship deals in World Cup history. What looks like football is actually a global business system where attention is more valuable than anything else. Brands invest billions not just for visibility, but for emotional connection with the world's largest audience. From deep integration inside the game to long-term global branding strategies, the World Cup has become the ultimate advertising empire. The real lesson is simple. Football creates attention, but sponsorship turns that attention into one of the most powerful business systems on the planet. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Comment below which sponsorship deal surprised you the most. Thanks for watching.